Wait, what is...
What's up, y'all?
What's up? After School Special is back, but it's not Wednesday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. Friday! We just finished the Chancellor's Review Council, the whole shebang for ROTC today. It was good, but you don't want to hear about that. You don't want to hear about a vlog. You want to hear about today's topic of the After School Special, which is, drum roll please,
Class scheduling and roommates.
Which one do we want to tackle first? Okay, hold on. Here we go. Heads, scheduling, tails, roommates. Ready? Tails.
Roommates.
Freshman year, how do you get roommates? Well, I think you've got what, 2 options?
Yeah.
You've got 2 options to tackle roommates.
Well, 3, technically.
I'll say one, you say one, and then we'll figure out the third. First one, you can go in blind. Like, you can choose a random roommate and absolutely walk in here with no idea who you want your roommate to be.
Which is what he did.
Which is what I did. I did the international floor, and I was with a roommate from South Korea, and then I had a roommate from China. So, when you go in random, you're gonna go completely random. So it can be really good, or it can be really bad.
Or in the middle.
Really, I mean, you could be in the middle and it wasn't bad at all. Or, the next thing you can do is do what Henry did.
Go on the Facebook page, type up a little bio. Hi, my name is Henry. I go to the gym. I'm not gonna Netflix the weeknights because I'm gonna be out partying. And basically, I'm at college to have a good time and study a little bit.
Yeah, so that's something you can do. Each Facebook, or each class, so we're the class of 19,
yeah,
the class of 20 and class of 21, etc. On Facebook, they've created a Facebook group message thing, Facebook thing, and on there you can send your little bio. You can write in the general post and say, hey, I'm this major, I stay up this late, I do this. Usually they have some sort of questionnaire, right? A lot of colleges do it the smart way, in which you create a questionnaire about all the things that you do, and then it kind of pairs you with someone with those same like-minded structures.
Which is what Syracuse
what Syracuse does at all, which they should, because I'm sure it would help a lot of people
on random,
because I was the complete opposite of my roommate in just about everything, in which I went to bed at normal times and he actually stayed up during those times and went to sleep during the day. Don't ask me how he did it, but he did it. But yes, you can do what Henry did, find out a roommate. Sometimes it works out really well. I think
so what I did was, like, I didn't actually post what I said I posted. Like, I actually made like a good bio. It was decently length. And then I just posted it on the page, and then, like, I don't know, like a few days later, a few hours later, Eli messaged me. He goes, yo, like, what's up? I'm going to Syracuse. And I don't know the kid. I don't know where he's from. I don't know what he's like, whatever. But, like, he sends me, like, his little bio. I read it. I'm like, yeah, screw it. Like, let's do it.
Let's do it. So, how did you go about that then? So what? You chose Eli, and then what?
Basically, we talked on Facebook. I added him as a friend. He added me as a friend. Then you go on to, like, Syracuse's website, and you go into, like, the roommate selection.
On MySlice. So for those of you who are coming to Syracuse, go to MySlice. And
well, they send you emails about it, so, like, you don't have to worry about what I talk about, because it was 2 years ago and I don't really remember. But you go in, you type in his email and his name, and then you say, like, is this the person? You say yes, send, like, invite to be roommates. And then if they accept it, you're roommates. If they don't, you're straight out of luck.
Yeah, and so for me, what I did with a room random is I just saw his email. So I saw his name, my room, and his email. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a friendly guy. I sent him a good email, said, hey, I'm Calvin. I noticed you don't have a Facebook, like, I don't know what's on. And then I like Googled him, and all I could see was Korea. And actually people from home, from Nebraska, thought he was North Korean. They thought I had a North Korean roommate. And that was a whole ordeal in which he never wrote me back. So when we tried to contact him, we didn't know if it just wasn't going through because it was from North Korea. And we were so confused as to why I could not actually talk to him. But yeah, funny thing. Now what was the third one?
Third one is, I came to Syracuse from Florida, he came from Nebraska, and chances are very slim that anyone from my high school or his high school decided to go to Syracuse.
Very slim.
Like, slim to none. But I know a bunch of friends that I have here that are like from the same hometown, and I went to like high schools like really close to each other, or even the same high school, and then they just decided to room with that person, you know, because they knew him from high school and like they were friends. So instead of going random or picking like a roommate like I did, they just went with someone they knew already.
So yeah, you can do that exact same thing on not on Facebook. You just go to My Slice, type in their name, you're good to go. Those are 3 incentives or 3 ways to get a roommate. Now, to tie along with that, dorming conditions as a freshman. You don't have any. Like, you do not have a say where you're gonna stay at all.
None. Like, you literally, you're out of luck completely.
I think I was maybe a little, if you're in a learning community, you might have a more of a potential getting in a certain dorm. For instance, Day Hall is known for being the international learning community. So everyone who is in a learning community is international. Shaw Hall is for engineers. So if you're an engineer, you go to Shaw Hall. I know the outdoor club is in Haven. I know that the honors club is in Sadler. Those are just different things if you are that possibility. Now, topic 2. What was it?
Schedules.
Schedules. How does that go about as a freshman?
Freshman year, you get an email. They basically tell you like, oh, like pick a few classes from like this list or like what you're interested in, and they'll actually make your first like fall semester schedule.
They set you up with the core classes that you have to have, and then you get to have like 2 fun classes, not fun classes, 2 classes that you think are interesting. And for instance, me, if you were lazy and you did not sign up for those 2 classes, they put you in classes. Like I got signed up for some oceanography bull that I was not interested in. My parents were laughing hysterically when I was about to come and take an oceanography class. But you can often switch out of that. You just call up the school during the advising times and they'll hook you up. But yeah, that's how freshman year is done with, or freshman
fall semester.
Fall semester is done when looking for classes.
Then once you're like finally like, oh, like I understand how school works.
Then the shit show hits.
Yeah. So like you're finally like, yes, like I know what I'm doing. College is going
easy.
awesome. No worries at all. Then boom, you get an email.
Boom.
Registration for spring classes starts, whatever, here's your time slot. And you're like,
what?
I have to do it?
You're like, it was easily done for me, and now you're telling me I have to go through and register? So this is where the fun and very complicated part happens.
So, no one has any idea on what to do because there's not a class they teach you how to do it. There's no instructions on how to do it. There's absolutely nothing on how to pick classes or like figure out like what classes you actually have to take for your major or minor or whatever. But thankfully, our RA last year knew what to do, and she was nice enough to like help us and like tell us like what to do. So through her help, like we were able to like figure out how to register for classes and the whole shebang.
Because you're screwed otherwise. I'm just gonna answer that now. You're screwed. If you come here and you're ready for your second semester, you're screwed. For those of you who are freshmen now watching this, you know exactly what I mean to get into this semester, because you have to go, you get a big book that's full of all classes that Syracuse takes. And then they're divided into the cores, or some are not. And then there's such things as sequin classes, and you have to match up your major. So you gotta like go to your advisor office, and then you gotta get the sheet that shows everything. And then you gotta go to the advising office to get an academic interview with your counselor, and then he's going to tell you, hey, you can take these classes, or no, you can't take these classes. And then you finally have everything put, ideas, then you've got to go and put it into a cart that says, hey, I want to take these classes. And then when your enrollment date clicks, you click enroll, and then you find out all of your classes are full and you can't take a single class because seniors have top priority with athletes and ROTC, and so if you do ROTC, you get an incentive to get an early class schedule. But if you're like Mari and you have all of your classes figured out for your major, and then bam, enrollment date happens and you're the last enrollment date, and then everything is confusing because you now have to reschedule your whole classes. Yes, it is a cluster. Just beware.
And that doesn't only happen freshman year. Like,
no.
This happened to me last semester. Like my advising came up. So I tried to register for my classes, and apparently, like, I have a hold on my account for some weird reason.
The holds. They
Whatever
bite
a hold
you.
is. So anyways, I'm like, oh, screw it. Like, I can't do anything about it. Like, I leave for, like, Christmas break, like, in a few days. Like, I don't have time to, like, go through this crap. So I'm like, I just won't register for classes. Like, I can't do it. Then I come back spring semester, and school starts, and I'm in one class.
One class this kid has.
All the other classes I wanted to take, full.
Let me be aware, you have to take at least 12 credits to be considered a full-time student at Syracuse.
I had 3.
He had 3. So you go to the advising office, they hook you up, well, try to hook you up. A lot of it is you do it and just come and talk to us and we'll see how it goes. But yes, incentives to get better time schedules. 1, join ROTC. 2, be a really good athlete and get athlete perks. Or 3, be really, really smart and you can get in the honors program and then you get even earlier times. And 4, be a senior.
Or be in a major that nobody else is in.
Yes.
Like geography, like the good thing with me is like I was only in 1 class, but no one takes geography classes, so I was still able to take like some classes I wanted to.
Yeah.
But then I was stuck in econ, which sucks. Don't ever take econ if you don't have to. Never take econ.
So yes, there is a whole we're already at 12-minute video explaining everything about scheduling and dorms and picking out friends. It's a lot. If you have questions, hit them up down below. I'll do my best to answer them. Henry will do my best to answer them. We might even make a part 2 video if this does so well. But yes, glad we could help. Thank you all for watching the After School Special. It's been a great one. We'll see you next time, this time next week.